like what's going out now is more than what's coming in. This is the kind of the old, broken, alone, crying over spilled milk kind of stuff. But it does look like us looking at some of your fears and maybe phobias that you've had in the past that don't work for you. It can mean even getting connected with someone that can help you move past that and create some tools, whether it's therapy, meditation, or just talking it out with a best friend. But it does feel like it is fears not grounded in the reality of the situation, that it's just a fear. So if you could push Swords here, there's also a God card. You have 3, so it does look like whatever you were hanging on to in the past and kind of exploded over these last couple of months really needed to change. Your attention and your participation in other things is imminent. And with all these God cards here, Spirit put an end to whatever that was so you could be ready and available to fulfill your destiny. It is time for that. The Ace of Swords is kind of a symbol of cutting through the truth, getting clarity. It also could be getting in touch with your intuition. And aces bring it all right down to the nitty and the gritty and the simple forms of things. But they are God cards, so it's when we're firmly planted on our karmic path. So it feels like whatever shift this happens, Ace of Swords, getting clarity, speaking your truth, networking a bit, it feels like. Right above the Ace of Pentacles, which is money, material things, love, earthbound things, generosity, good management. So it does feel like you are starting to embrace managing your life a little bit more realistically and having realistic expectations, putting down the fears a bit. But it does feel like new beginnings. This is, all those seeds that you planted during the spring months are now starting to bloom. So take a look at all the things that you've wanted to do. It does look like you have chosen one thing. It feels like, you're checking things off, like physical health, nutrition, maybe exercise, reconnecting with, your old buddies from the past. But it does look like you now have a little bit more realistic agenda, and it's time to start doing some of that healing work. But it does look like you were kind of cornered in the cave for the last couple of months and processing. Now it's time to come out of that cave and put some of your new space into to work for you. The 5 is here. 5s are challenges. You have this 5, that 5. I think you have another 5 here too. That 5. Yeah, so you have some challenges, but it does feel like you're in the middle of the journey. You're no longer in the beginning of it where it was really, really hard. But it does look like putting down your swords, not getting in the middle of something. This feels like a family disagreement that maybe in the past you have gotten sucked into, but it doesn't feel like that really works for you, getting sucked into their jive. So it does feel like it is best for you and more healthy for you to just stay out of the middle of it, even if your opinion is asked. If it doesn't relate to you, just leave it alone. It does look like that family dynamics of people taking sides and this side and that side and all the opinions and stuff is just creating a little bit more tumultuousness. So it does feel like you need to step out of that and let them duke it out until they're done, that it is better for you. But it does feel like sometimes you are the equalizer or the intermediary. But this time it doesn't look like that is healthy for you. So that is your general reading, Aquarius, for the month of October. I'm going to throw a couple of, all right. Let's take these. Vanity and impartiality. So, okay. So that pretty much says it all. It's the impartiality, which is the same as this. So step back out of things that really aren't your business, even if people are trying to engage you for your opinion or get you in the middle of it. And vanity, it's always best to look at things with a humble eye and give thanks and gratitude. So it does look like embracing that a little bit more. I see the 3 aces here. So it does feel like putting down the ego space and really embracing a little bit more humility and gratitude. So be careful of the vanity which comes into when we engage in weird fights that aren't ours.